The most hated woman in America. The Most Hated Woman in America is directed by Tommy O'Haver, and it stars Melissa Leo as Madalyn Murray O'Hair, who became an American atheist, an icon for atheism in America. She was an early advocate for American atheism, and in the late 50s, she got rid of prayer in public schools, which is an absolutely great accomplishment because that way we grew up without having to pray in school, because back then everybody prayed before classes, before school. So she got rid of it. She went to court. She fought those people. She got death threats, and the whole country hated her. But she was able to do it and gave us a great public service. This movie takes place in the 1990s at the end of her life. And there's a lot of flashbacks that go back to the earlier times in the 50s where she gets the idea and she starts advocating for atheism, and she goes and then it flashes back to the present. Then you get the perspective of a reporter who's trying to investigate her case because the police in Texas, they say people go missing in Texas all the time. We're not going to do anything about it, basically. The three different perspectives. So you have the investigator, you have her kidnapped, and then you have a bunch of flashbacks to see how she fought the court system. Kind of skims over that really fast. Then it goes to the present, it goes to another flashback, a different time, like 10, 15 years later, fighting the Vietnam War, fighting civil rights. Then it kind of flashes forward, and then it flashes back to her. I mean, some kind of scheme where she got like some fake TV priest, and she would have debates so they would both make money. The characters in this movie are wasted. The only ones you really care about are Madalyn and her son Billy. Everyone else doesn't really matter. Her other son doesn't matter. The granddaughter doesn't matter. The kidnapping guy doesn't really matter. I don't care about you guys. You guys, they're still in the movie. They have some key roles, but you don't really care. Like the reporter at the end, like there was no point to have him be an arc in this story at all. The tone in this movie, it kind of goes from playful. Every time she's on screen, you get to see like her. She's this witty woman. She's very progressive for her time. Then it changes tone with everyone else, and it's just dark and happy, and it's just a weird movie. And I think the movie would have worked a lot better if they focused on her fighting the school systems, fighting for atheism and what she believed in, fighting the American ideal in the 60s and 50s when it was a hard time to be yourself because of communism. She was doing this in the hardest time to be yourself. You couldn't really speak against society because people would just label you as communist. Overall, the most hated woman in America. I'm going to give this movie a grade of a C. You should definitely check it out. It's on Netflix. It's free right now. It just came out. It's free off the South by Southwest Festival, but it doesn't really dive into atheism. So if you're skeptical, if you want to be mad, it doesn't really do that. It's kind of more of a personal story. And as always, my name is Angel. Thank you guys for watching, and hit me up.